there's this picture, and she's got, what is this, an ID card? In the United States, if you're just traveling between the U.S. and Mexico, you can get a passport card, right? And it's less expensive than an actual passport, a full passport, right? And it's got an RFID chip in it too, just like a passport, which means that, if you're traveling or you're going somewhere, they can track you with your passport or your passport card. But if apparently you're abducted and then they take your passport card and then what do? Do they leave it where you got abducted as a way to say, okay, now we're paying you for hooking this up, right? That's what they did. So when you kidnapped me, you paid my kidnapper using my passport. And we're over 5 years now, right? We're over 5 years since you gave my kidnapper my passport. And I'm right here, right? I'll show up in the office of the FBI. You won't acknowledge. I'll show up in the police office. Well, you won't acknowledge. Is that because you were putting outlays on getting the Taliban to take over the police stations and to take over the towns? So now they're actually occupying the law enforcement centers and the municipalities. So when a second woman who's a member of a elected body within that particular area is abducted, how many women that are actually in political office, that are in other parts of the world, that are under massive, massive, massive brutality and happen to actually be Muslim women, how many of them have to get abducted right after you set up a deal on me and then I just don't do what you want? That you use hospitals to traffic drugs and arms. And if I'm not a good girl, and if I don't express absolute gratitude at how great that offer of that, rice and beans and a hamburger was, in connection with you again trying to set up another long-term mineral lease on my ass after I just finished a 15-year one, you're gonna abduct another woman. Just like you did in Libya. That's exactly what fucking happened. Before noon today, you made sure that every time I showed up to report to the police that I had witnessed crime, or if I had gone to the FBI, or if I had gone to the DOJ, I was on site to hook up massive, massive, massive deals for other people that would not take reports from me. Hey, where are we on that water deal that was set up at the Houston Department of Justice office in 2017? Remember when I went to report that I had evidence on how a sheriff's deputy murdered somebody by beating them to death in a parking lot? I showed up. I had evidence. You refused to take the evidence, but you put me in a room and called the panic button with a 24-pack of bottled water sitting right next to me. Where are we on that deal? Wait a second. Is it this woman right now from the Coast Provincial Council? Is she worth that much bottled water? Is this woman from the Coast Provincial Council worth that much bottled water? I don't think she wanted a cheeseburger. Did she want water maybe for her people? Did she want water that wasn't being diverted to grow opium? Yes, I bet that's what it was. I bet you she would have much rather have that water for something else. And maybe some other flower might bloom except the opium poppy. Yeah. Okay, so this is the second time, guys. This is the second time. By the way, what you've proved, if I serve my 5-year term of kidnapping, I'm done. I'm done with the 5-year term you set me up when you let me get kidnapped in Chicago. And the confirmation to the payoff for the kidnapper was she got my passport. And you made me file a police report. And you made me go down to the passport office and try to apply for a passport. And what do we got coming up? Well, what we got coming up is I tried to buy a replacement passport and you let them double charge me. So I had to go down to the bank and argue on site at the bank. And they didn't take the charge off until after the passport office closed. And I never got my replacement passport because you guys risked that you would benefit more and yield more if you let them kidnap me for 5 years in order to work that convertible. Well, it's been converted. We're in a completely different hemisphere. It's just been converted. Congratulations, after 25 years. 25 years, since July of 1995, you converted me back to an Afghani woman. Except this time now, instead of me being a Libyan member of parliament that got kidnapped and nobody knows how to find, nobody knows where she is, nobody knows what happened to her. Do you guys know what happened to this woman? Look, her passport card's right here. Oh my gosh, she's even got a double chin like me. Oh my God, do you know what happened to her? Oh my goodness. I mean, don't do anything. You guys were so successful with the last 5 years at kidnapping me. You did a great job. And not only that, but it was the third part of a 15-year program to kidnap me. Why did you kidnap me again? Okay. So you want to talk to me about production? Well, we're not making our production quotas. You guys lied the whole fucking time. I'm right here. I even did everything I needed to do to actually talk to you about production quotas. You don't want fucking production. Why did you want to kidnap her? What the fuck do you expect to get that you didn't get in the last 15 fucking years kidnapping me? You literally did that. You literally took every time I showed up on site at a police station and you hooked it up as an option to execute for the Taliban taking over a police station in goddamn fucking Afghanistan. And now they have. And now you're kidnapping the few women who are able to actually make it into formal fucking leadership because you guys still can't get over the fact that I am never gonna fuck one of your old men. I am never gonna fuck a man in Texas. Get this through your fucking head. I am never going to have sex with a man in Texas. So you need to know that right now. How many women around the fucking world are you willing to kidnap because you refuse to intercede to stop this disgusting extortion about how every morning I'm supposed to wake up because somebody's very disappointed that I did not finish conveying your original production deal that was completely fucking illegal to begin with. I'm never having sex with a man in fucking Texas or a woman. I am never having sex in Texas. How many women are you going to kidnap because of that? Starting the fucking day. How many fucking women around the world are you going to fucking kidnap because I will not have sex with a man in fucking Texas? I hope you figure that out and you communicate that data as